Welcome to the Unquendor Guitars workshop for a tool review and an unboxing. I've ordered some stuff from TLC Guitar Goods, some Iwasaki files, some of their stains. Yeah, but as you can see, the package haven't arrived yet and it should arrive here any moment now. Oh well, there it is. Thank you. Alright, let's unbox this package. So let's unbox this package full of loveliness, I hope. I've ordered a couple of Iwasaki Carvers files and I'm very curious about them. Put this aside. A nice handwritten card to start with. Let me try and read this and translate it at the same time, because of course it's in Dutch. Dear Daniel, thanks for your new order and have fun with your Iwasaki files. And stains, of course. Greetings, Alex. Thanks, Alex. I really appreciate it. And I will hang it up underneath the previous card I received with my previous order. Papers. Popping purple sustain. Vibrant guitar stains. Dissolvable with alcohol or water. Yeah, I wanted to try out the TLC guitar stains, their sustains, and this is a popping purple one. It's by the time you see this, you probably have seen me use this on the Dragon guitar build. Purple one. I've ordered a couple of these foam brushes to apply stains and such. Very handy tools to have around. Oh, they've included a little sponge. I didn't order this, but I've seen on their website they use this very dense sponge to apply their stains. So I'm going to try this as well as the foam brushes. Another sustain, vibrant guitar stain, charcoal black, again for the same guitar as I'm going to intend to use the purple one. Vibrant guitar stain. This is the Ready Mix, colors that rock your world. Well, let's try them out at one point. Papers, and here's the main part of my order, my Iwasaki Rasps Carvers files. Let's start with this one. I think I know what this is. Yeah, some wooden handles, a couple of wooden handles, and I've ordered 4 of these rasps. So I've got 4 handles. These are nicely packaged. I've ordered a set of 4 different files. I have 2 flat ones. Let's get these out of the package. Wow, these are sharp. Yeah, I've ordered 2 flat ones and 2 curved ones, and both I have the medium and the fine. Just to try them out. I love my Narex rasps and Shinto rasp, but I heard very good things about these, especially the finish they leave. Yeah, so I'm going to try out the medium and the fine one, and yeah, if I like them enough, I might order the coarse and the super fine ones as well. So let's get these. And I just realized I need to make some additional space on my tool rack for these. Wow, they absolutely are razor sharp, yeah, I think. Yeah, let's give you a close-up of what I've just purchased. So here's a close-up of all the stuff I just ordered. The application pad for their stains. I'm really curious to know how good this will work instead of a paper towel. Foam brushes, nothing too special. The sustain stunning. No, not stunning stains. Stunning stains are the crimson ones, but I think they're almost the same. This is the TLC Guitar Goods sustain, the vibrant guitar stains, charcoal black and popping purple. So 2 new colors to my stain collection. I don't use stain that often, but I've got my 4 handles for the Iwasaki Carvers Files. And let's take a close-up look of these files. They're really sharp. I can't wait to try them out in a bit and show you the difference between these files of rasps and my set of Narex rasps. They look real consistent. And these are the 2 flat ones. I think this is the medium one and this is the fine one, based on the size of the blades or tooth. And these are the half round ones, and as you can see they have only a cutting surface on one side. They look awesome. So let me attach the handles to these files and let's try them out. I wanted to show you a quick little tutorial type of how to fix a wooden handle to your new rasps. I'm going to clamp in the wooden handle as tight as I can, and this is going to involve some fire. I've got my torch, just a simple blowtorch, and I'm going to heat the end of my new rasp. And this is a bit scary to do. I'm going to heat the end of this rasp until it's almost red hot. Trying to heat it as even as possible, and I'm pointing my flame away from the cutting edge of the tool. I don't want to affect the cutting edge by any heat. And my torch is a little on the small sides, to be honest. It's just a propane burner, no added oxygen. So it will take a while. I've got it almost to a cherry red. Oh. And this should be enough for me to push in the file. A lot of smoke. And you can see the file is still cool enough to be touched. And now the handle is properly attached to the handle, or the other way around, the handle is properly attached to the Carvers file. Let it cool down and then I'm going to put some oil on the handle and we're done. So the smoke has somewhat cleared from the workshop. Yeah, and the handles are attached. I made sure to let these rasps cool completely. So I waited an hour and they're completely cool. To do this comparison and to test out these rasps or Carvers files for the first time, and I want to do a comparison between the Shinto saw rasp and my trusty Narex rasps, multi half round and the flat one, and I'm going to do this on this piece of mahogany. I think we can all relate to mahogany. We know how it carves. It's maybe a very common used hardwood. So I thought let's take this offcut from a guitar and do a comparison between the speed and the finish of these rasps and files, and to see yeah, if they're worth their reputation. So yeah, let's start by doing the Narex first. And what I'm going to do a couple of passes at the same angle for each one, and then we think we can have a comparison of sorts. So yeah, let's start testing. Oh, I just realized you hardly can see the difference between my table and the mahogany. Yeah, hopefully this won't give the camera any focusing issues. Let's start with the Narex half round. I think I'm going to give it a couple of passes. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, 8 passes with the Narex half round. And let's do the same with the medium one, Iwasaki, next to it. Whoa, there's very new. It won't hardly cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Although the initial cut was a bit harder to do on this edge than with the Narex, I can already tell the difference between the two. I hope it shows up on the camera. Yeah, it's much faster and a much cleaner result. I can clearly see grooves left by the rasp, and here it's minimum. Let's try the fine one, fine Iwasaki. Yeah, the initial cut is much harder to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. Yeah, I think it's easier when this piece is clamped down. But again, there is a difference. I think this is the fine one, but it seems to cut faster than the medium one. And it's almost a smooth result. Wow. It's real smooth cut. So let's try out the next one. It's a flat one. It's the Narex. It's the one from Narex. Yeah, I think the camera might have some focusing issues. Excuse me if there are some focusing issues with the camera. So flat one, we're going to do 8 passes as well. 1, 2, 3, and it slides everywhere. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It slides everywhere. It's like you're on grease or something, and it hardly made a dent. Let's do the same with the Shinto one. The core side first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, much faster. Can't tell if it's cleaner or not, if the cut is smoother or not, because the Narex one barely made a dent. Now I have to be honest, I've been using these Narex for 2.5 years now, so they might be dulling just a bit. So let's use the fine side, the Shinto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm a bit off, yeah, like as expected. It's not as fast as the core side, at least a much better result, but still it's a bit harder to control, I think. Yeah, so the result as expected for the Shinto, it leaves a rough finish on the core side and a much smoother finish on the fine side. Yeah, and the core side of course is much faster. Now let's try out the new Iwasaki ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it's not as fast as I expected, but I can already tell it's much easier to control. It doesn't want to slide to the sides as much, although again the first cut was harder to do, and I think it has to do with the way the teeth are shaped, the blade is shaped, but it leaves a relatively smooth finish on the medium one. Let's try the last one, the fine one. Same 8 strokes. Yeah, initial cut is a lot harder to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and almost 8. Again, although this is I believe this is the fine one, it cuts much faster than the medium one. Way faster in the mahogany. Yeah, and the result is very smooth. I'm going to take some macro shots just to show you the difference yeah, in the results. I must say I'm very impressed with the fine one thus far. Not so much for the medium ones. Yeah, maybe I have to practice with them a bit, but there might be still some oil on them. I don't know, but I'm really impressed with the fine ones, and I can see me using these very much when building and carving guitars. So yeah, let me give you a close-up of the results. So let's examine the results, and I hope my camera won't bug out as much. This is the result of the Narex half-round file, of rasp rather. You can clearly see the marks left by the rasp. Yeah, and it isn't that fast as well. Next over we have the medium Iwasaki Carvers File, and although the result is much smoother than the Narex one, I wasn't that impressed with the speed at which it carved. It had more control, but yeah, not as much speed as I would have imagined from a medium fine or a medium coarse Carvers file. Especially when we compare it to the next one over, the fine one, and we did 8 strokes with all of them. You can see it's much faster and even a smoother result, where we can see some scratches left by the file on this one. There's almost no scratches with the fine one. So very impressed with the fine Iwasaki Carvers File. Next one over is the Narex flat rasp, and you can see it hardly made a dent. So we're not going to talk about this anymore. Next one over, the Shinto saw rasp. One thing I think for the Shinto, it's just harder to control using it one-handed. You can see it went a bit askew, and the result is not as smooth as expected. Much better results for the fine side of the Shinto rasp. Not as fast, a bit smoother. Next one is the one I'm least impressed with, even less than with the Narex rasp, is the flat Iwasaki Carvers File, the medium one. It hardly made a dent in this mahogany. The result is smooth, but yeah, I think you must use this one two-handed, maybe to get the speed you would expect from this Carvers File. Next one over, again very impressive both in speed and in finish results, is the Iwasaki Carvers File, the fine one. Yeah, much cleaner, very easy to control, even single-handed. Yeah, and almost perfect finish on the surface. Yeah, very impressed with the Iwasaki flat Carvers File, the fine one that is. So, and here's an overview of the Iwasaki Carvers Files. Yeah, they've been used, so there's some dust on them. And this is the medium one, medium half round. Next up, the medium flat. Now you can really see the teeth on the bad boy. When you look at the surface, yeah, you can see why I might not be that impressed with the cutting speed. But like I said, maybe if you use them two-handed, it might be a lot better. Next up is the fine one. And you can see it has almost twice as much teeth as the medium one. And I know they even sell a super fine one. And I might order these as well, just to try them out. And this is the half round one. Yeah, I think they're very well made. They look very promising. Like I said, especially the fine ones look very promising. And I can't wait to use them on one of my guitar builds. So this concludes my unboxing and first look of these Iwasaki carving files, and I must say I'm very impressed with the fine ones. Lots of control even when using them single-handedly, and they seem to be faster in removing material than the medium ones. I have to give these medium ones a second try. Of course, I'm going to use them, and maybe I can improve how they cut when I can use them two-handed. So yeah, I'll let you know in an upcoming project if my opinion has changed on these files. Yeah, I hope you got any value out of this video, and if you did and you like this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. It really helps me to improve my channel and to grow my channel a little. Yeah, leave a comment with any suggestions, remarks, questions, and I will try my best to answer them as soon as I can. And please consider subscribing to my channel to get notified and updated when I upload something new, some tool reviews, guitar builds, tutorials, all kinds of tips and tricks from a luthier in a small workshop like this one. Yeah, and I hope to see you in a new video. But until then, have a nice week.